Hi everyone, I'm Muriel. Welcome to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to show you how I do my brows. Of course, if you notice, I have no brows on today, so I'm going to show it to you. Now, for my brows, I use two products. Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Ebony, and I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. These are the two products that 99.9% of the time I use to do my brows. You see me use these in all of my videos. If it's not in all of them, in most of them. Now, before I started, I want to say a couple things. First, if you have never had your brows shaped, I strongly suggest you to go see a professional. To go see someone who knows what they're doing, so you don't have to go through what I did through, what I went through with my brows. I saw a bunch of tutorials on people filling in their brows, and I thought to myself, well, that's easy, girl, I'm gonna do it. But I haven't got my eyebrows shaped or plucked or anything in years before I attempt to do this, and I fucked it up so bad. I wish I could have pictures to show you. First thing I did is plucked all these hairs. So my brows start around here, and that was it. So I have to let all that grow. Second thing I did was plucked all of these. So I had hair here, but I have a line over here. And then I have to let all that grow. And little by little, instead of going to a professional like a normal person will do, stupid me, I kept messing around, and now they are in the shade that I always want them to be, but it was a road. It was a hard road to get here. So if you haven't got your eyes shaped, once again, go see someone. Don't try to do it on your own, because you're gonna mess it up. And then for the hairs to grow, it takes a few months. So now we're gonna jump into the tutorial. First thing I do is brush my hairs. I normally brush them upwards first, because I normally do the line in the bottom. Now to do this line, I'm going to use one of these mirrors, because this mirror is too far and I need to see what I'm doing. So I normally get the product and I start right here on this side of the brow, okay, and I go that way. So with very small strokes, I'm very light-handed, I'm gonna start making the line. Now as soon as I start drawing, I can't talk because I barely breathe while I'll do this. So here we go. Now on the tail of the brow, you're gonna stop where you feel like your brow should end. I normally stop around this area because that's where my hairs ended, and I don't like to go further than that. So now I'm gonna take the spoolie one more time, and I'm going to brush the hairs downward, okay, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing on this top part of the brow. Now instead of starting at the very beginning, I have hairs here. Normally brows are not so dark on this area, so I start around this area. That is what I don't have much hairs, okay. I'm gonna go straight this little bit, and then when I'm like halfway down, I'm gonna do the curve of the brow, and I'm going to connect this line to this little line that I have right here. So here we go. There you go. Now you have the shape of your brow. Now all you have to do is fill it in. Now to fill it in, I go with small strokes still, but I put just a tiny more pressure on the pen. I first brush the hairs back in place, and now I'm going to start filling them in. Okay, now that the brow is completely filled in, I'm going to use the spoolie and I'm going to blend all that out, because you have a harsh line here and you have a bunch of hard lines in there, so you want to make sure that everything's smooth. So we're going to blend, and we're going to brush the hairs in the natural way they normally go. And that's it. That's how I do my brows. Now, you might see other people on YouTube used a pomade and a brush and they go over what they did, but for my personal preference, I don't do that, because then you'll have, I don't know if you've seen brows that you can see they're fake, because you have so many brows naturally don't have straight lines like those of some people who does that. I don't like that kind of style. If that's you, that's totally okay. You can go ahead and do that, but I normally don't do that. So I just brush them like this, and then when I'm satisfied with the darkness and the size of my brow and the shape of my brow, I go with a clear brow gel, this one right here, and I'm going to run this little brush through all my hairs. This will make sure that the hairs will stay in place all day. And there you have it. I don't know if you noticed, but the difference is abysmal. From this brow to this brow, the difference is immense. So now I'm gonna do the other brow. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna brush my hairs upwards first. I'm gonna do the bottom line, and then I'm gonna brush the hairs down. I'm gonna do the top line, and then I'm gonna fill it in. Here we go. Excuse my phone. And there you have it. Now we're gonna use some clear brow gel. What are you doing? Okay, there it is. I'm gonna use some clear brow gel on this brow also, just to make sure that the hairs once again still in place. And that's it. Ta-da! This is how I do my brows. Now, one more thing that you should keep in mind: your brows are sisters, they're not identical twins. So if you pretend that one is gonna be exactly the same like the other one, you are mistaken. They're not. They look alike, but they're not exactly the same. They're not shaped the same, and it is gonna be almost impossible to draw them exactly the same. So if one of them is a little thicker than the other one, or the arch on this one is just a little rounder than the other one, that's okay. They're meant to be that way. So this is the end of the tutorial. I hope that you guys find it helpful. Once again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. Don't forget to give me thumbs up and leave me some comments down below. Love you guys, and I see you on my next video. Bye.